Hey YouTubers, Old Guy Doing Things here. This is a follow-on to a video that I did a couple of weeks ago where I installed an AX12 router to try and improve the range and the performance between the doors on the other side of that carport all the way through the window just to the right of that door, about 160 feet away in a garage building. The performance that I got wasn't quite good enough, so I went ahead and bought one of these EAX80 or AX8 Wi-Fi range extenders from Netgear, which has some really interesting reviews. I was a little bit afraid of it because about half the reviews said it was great and the other half of the reviews said that they were going to send it back. I needed a long range, and this one appeared to have the specs I needed, so I was hoping that I would be one of the people that wound up with one of the units that was running extremely well. And as you can see, well, you really probably can't see, but all of the lights are on and it's running real well right now. But I did run into some issues and problems that I had not seen addressed on YouTube, and I thought any of you that are going through this might have some interest in this, so I thought I'd throw it out there and for whatever value it might be. Now, just as a quick recap, I went from an in system that had 3 megabytes of performance in the garage through an in range extender. When I put the AX12 in, it went to 20, and then I put the EAX80 in, and I've got 3 sets of results here, and I'll explain to you what happened with each one of the sets. On when I replaced it, I went ahead and set it up using the Nighthawk application. Very easy setup. Took about 10-15 minutes max to get the whole thing set up and running. The only thing, I let the application make all of the decisions, with the one exception, is I did not activate Smart Connect due to the AX12 being I put it on the AX12 and activated it earlier, and the numbers on the AX12 got literally cut in half when I activated the Smart Connect feature. So I did not activate that when I installed the EAX80 or the AX8. So anyway, I went ahead and put it in, installed it, and I got 30 megabytes of performance max. That's pretty poor performance given the 20 that I had before. To spend $235 and get 10 meg performance more is that's pretty poor. So anyway, I went back to the drawing boards. I logged into the EAX80 and I made a couple of changes. I installed a feature, or enabled a feature called Fast Lane, which is not even in the manual for this range extender. But what it basically does is it doubles up. It puts all of the power into one of the bands, and you can only activate one of the bands. It's supposed to be better for long range and give you better performance. I did that, and I disabled a traffic meter that I had turned on in the AX12, thinking that might help a little bit. And I also turned off the USB port. Okay, so when I did that, then we came back in and we got 38 on the performance, which was not much good. But in addition to just getting a little bit of performance, the router began to constantly drop the Wi-Fi signal, got really flaky and crazy. The speed test application on my iPhone would not perform. It would give me error messages like I couldn't connect through the internet. There might be some kind of a firewall problem. And so it was really problematic. So, okay, I went back to the drawing board again. And what I did then is I changed it back to where both bands were operational. In other words, I disabled the fast lane. And I did one other thing. I turned the common Wi-Fi name off to where it used the same Wi-Fi name as the router. And I went with the .ext extender, typical extender SSID naming. And so I made those changes, and then came back out, checked it again, and it went all the way to 109 megabytes on the performance, and it did that on the 5G network. It did 30 meg on the 2.4G, which I was surprised at that. I thought it would have been reversed. So anyway, the router, the extender is totally stable. It's been operating totally stable for over 24 hours now. It's running at over 100 meg, and it's just doing extremely well. So basically what I did, if you think about it, I turned off all of the mesh features that this extender typically uses, and I'm operating it as just a pure Wi-Fi extender. So the mesh features are off. It's operating just fine at a high performance rate, so I'm happy with that. So anyway, if you've had problems setting these up, this may be of some help to you, may not be, but anyway, have a good day.